big one, the most prestigious cup in the continent of Africa, the highest gold polo tournament in Nigeria. The Majekodunmi Independence Cup, proudly sponsored by GTCO, is finally here. So if you just got here, we have quite a lineup of formalities before the match itself. Very shortly, I'm going to be inviting some dignitaries to accompany the president and the captain for the ceremonial bowling. This cup, the Majekodunmi/Independence Cup, proudly sponsored by GTCO, is about to have two teams, Lagos-based teams, Lagos A1 Shoreline versus Lagos.
We're here for the first day, and it's been a really nice outcome so far.
Thirty, 40, 1, 2, 3. Adeyemo can cap it up. Adeyemo, number 8 goal.
Congratulations to the tournament committee for putting everything together. A huge thank you to Lagos Polo Club and to all the sponsors for making this possible.
We are IHS Towers, one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business.
My friend, Mr. Tarkwil Safwell.
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investments by the time they turn 65? I almost didn't believe it myself. until Invest Niger showed me how.
Every Nigerian can be on their way to a comfortable retirement with zero worries.
Get started today by downloading the Invest Niger app. Invest Niger, are you in?
The Chapel Hill Denim Open Cup. Our big Blue Chip Technologies Limited, Main Street Capital, and we also...
We are IHS Towers, one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business.
Jamie, who will be the anchor, commentator for this match. The ceremonial bowling.
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investments by the time they turn 65? I almost didn't believe it myself until Invest Niger showed me how.
Every Nigerian can be on their way to a comfortable retirement with with zero worries.
Get started today by downloading the Invest.
Whilst we're watching formation of the Nigerian Navy Band led by Lieutenant Commander Lawal. Very shortly, the umpires will have team lined up. We're going to have team lined up. We'll have a rendition of the national anthem and a junction. Umpires, line the teams up, please. Get your teams lined up, please. So, like I said to you, we have information from the Navy. Band led by Lieutenant Commander Lawal. Very shortly, we'll have the umpires line up the team formation. And I guess you will have a rendition of the national anthem. Essentially, for those of you that are able to record respectfully to the umpire the national anthem. The teams to be introduced are Dignitary, led by the president of the club, the captain of the club, and we'll also respectfully very shortly, respectfully inviting. We'll invite the CEO of GTCO, Mr. Segun Agbaje. We'll also request the company of Mr. Desmond Majekodunmi and Mr. Akibo, MD of Brit Homes, to accompany the president and the captain of the club for the ceremonial rolling. So umpires, get your teams lined up, please. Umpires, get your teams lined up, please. Tune Kareem and Yasin, please get your teams lined up. Get your teams lined up. Information, please.
this is correct.
Listen, what I'm saying is on the original this.
Forget it. This is correct. That's wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. That's wrong. I am, but that's wrong, Al-Haji. This is correct, okay? That is wrong. Okay? That's all. Tunde is not 2, it's 1.
Listen, forget about the Alexa. Forget, that's wrong. This is correct. Tunde not 2, is 1. Don't worry. Sort it. So if you just got here, a warm welcome on behalf of the President. We warmly welcome all our guests, distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The final that we're all waiting for is finally here. We have some ceremonial formalities to get through first before we get to the match itself. Like I said, the anchor commentator for this match is Jamie Hayward. The third man is Alhaji Sabi Tukur. Our 2 umpires, Roddy Matthews, Tarquin Southwell. Very shortly, we are going to have the national anthem played out by the Nigerian Navy Band, led by Lieutenant Commander A.O. Lawal. Whilst I have a few seconds, I have to say a big thank you to our sponsors, headline sponsors, of course, Ajitico, and I believe a very special guest has just arrived, and I think that's His Royal Highness Oba Elegushi. Yep, I've just been confirmed that His Royal Highness Oba Elegushi has just arrived. Keen supporter, follower of Polo himself. Never misses the marquee tournament himself, so we're proud to have His Royal Majesty amongst us. Lulu? Mr. Lulu Agoro. Please. Can't keep this guy waiting in the sun for too long. So a warm welcome to His Royal Majesty Oba Elegushi. A warm welcome to you. So whilst we await His Majesty Oba Elegushi to be sat, then we'll kick off proceedings formally. Once we have the vehicles quit the field, then we can proceed with formalities. So players and umpires, please bear with us while we wait for the cars to clear the field. What are you waiting for now? The car don't break down. Who is this? Illuminate. Let's get this car. Let's sit it out. So if you just got here, just some formalities before we start the match. I'm sure you're all aware that it's the big one itself, the MAJEKODUNMI Cup. It's about to be played out by 2 Lagos-based teams. Lagos Shoreline versus Lagos STL. The Shoreline team
STL get 1 goal to start with. STL get 1 on handicap.
Yep. Is that one? 17-16, yeah. Who get it? Shoreline?
STL.
Okay. Scoreboard 1 goal handicap to Lagos STL. Scoreboard, 1 goal to Lagos STL. That's what's holding us up now.
They're on the field, they're ready. Better than normal.
No, but those guys are just standing in the sun. Yes? Good, security issue. You can't move it. That's a first. Oh, yeah. All right. We've been given the green light to start, so we very shortly are going to have the Nigerian Navy give us a rendition of national anthem. Like I said, the Nigerian Navy band led by Lieutenant Commander A.O. Lawal. So those of you that are able, will respectfully implore you to be upstanding whilst we have the rendition of the national anthem.
Playing replays. If you want the replay, I can pause it, okay? So if the umpires ask me to look, I'll say so, and then I'll check with them, they go, okay. What I'm saying is if the umpires want you to look at this and check with Paragon, I will ask, and the replays are working, we can bring them up. Once, twice, as many as they want. Kenny, can I ask you a favour? Sure. The old man, could I have the special? Sure. You're a little younger than me.
I'll be sure about that, though. Oh. So we have the Nigerian Navy, band led by Lieutenant Commander A.O. Lawal, bringing forward our players, accompanied by the umpires. And we just got here. Very shortly, we're going to have a rendition of national anthem. So those of you that are able, at that very junction, I will respectfully implore you to be upstanding for the rendition of national anthem. Yeah, this is a very carefully choreographed routine by the Nigerian Navy band, flanked on both sides by the respective teams. STL in the white strip and A1 Shoreline in the dark strip. So can we have you, those that are able, please to be uprising for the national anthem. Round of applause, please, for the Nigerian Navy Band. Let's put it together for the Nigerian Navy Band. Very well performed rendition of national anthem. At this junction now, we're going to have the president of the club, the captain of the club, Mr. Adeyemo Alakija, Mohamed Sani Dangote, the captain of the club, leading the CEO of GTCO, Mr. Segun Agbaje. Thank you so much for your business and your sponsorship. Mr. Akibo, MD CEO of Brit Homes, and Mr. Desmond Majekodunmi. So when we have our dignitaries with the officials of the club lined up, we'll have a photo call. And after that, and very shortly, on my prompt, I'll be inviting the two captains to come forward on my prompt. So we'll just wait for the press to take their pictures. All right, the pictures have been taken, I believe. Ball? Yeah. Can we have a ball for the ceremonial bowling? So get it from them downstairs. Now with the umpires.
No, just give them.
Just take. Yeah. All right. So at this junction, I'm going to invite the two captains, Yasin Amusha and Mr. Tunde Karim. They'll come forward, introduce our dignitaries. So the respective captains will introduce their teams, give them names of their respective ponies. They may even divulge team tactics if they're lucky. And after that, we'll have the formality of a bowling through a channel between the players. We'll thank our dignitaries while they go back to their seats. And at that point, I'll hand you over to the dulcet tones of Jamie Hayward, who, like I said, is the anchor commentator for this match. All right, I can see they've been introduced already to our dignitaries, the two captains. So now we're going to have all right, I can see they're demanding the teams to have a proper channel for them to do the ceremonial bowling. Yep, they've had a huddle. That's been done. A round of applause to our dignitaries. Thank you very much. Mr. Segun Agbaje, CEO of GTCO, proud sponsors. And at this junction, Jamie Hayward will be introducing the teams. And the rivalry will start. So over to you, Jamie. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kenny. Well, here we are. The stage is set for this, the 24th rendition. Actually, I beg your pardon, the 64th. In fact, it's the 63rd, because we didn't play during the COVID year, of the Dr. Majekodunmi Cup. It was presented back in 1962 by Dr. Majekodunmi. There's plenty of history to it, and I will tell you a little bit about it as we go through the day. Been played now 64 years ago, the first year. Tremendous rivalry, the highest rated tournament in Africa, and we're playing off 17 goals this afternoon, and we're playing off 6 chukkers. The handicap of Lagos A1 Shoreline is 17 goals. The handicap of Lagos STL is 16 goals, so there's a handicap advantage at the start. I'll just wait for the band to get off the field. Don't want any spooked ponies, and then I'm going to introduce our two teams. So we've got on the left the dark shirts of Lagos A1 Shoreline. On the right we've got the pale white shirts of Lagos STL. Well, band is off the field. Here we go. Playing in the number 1 position for the white shirts of Lagos STL. Please put your hands together. He's a 2-goal rated player. He's been very successful over the years. Datala Ibrahim. In the number 2 position, he was raised to 2 goals this year after making 3 finals in the Lagos International Tournament last year. He's on fire again, and it's Yassine Amusan. In the number 3 position, really needs very little introduction. He's been playing here for many years. He's won the Majek before. He's the man from Plattenberg Bay. He's 33 years of age. Chris McKenzie on 6 goals. And shutting the back door in the number 4 position, off 5 goals in the blue helmet, playing for the second time here in Nigeria. He played last year with Lagos Shoreline. It's Ed Banner-Eve from the United Kingdom. And now in the opposition for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline, we have up at number 1, Ashraf Yahaya. Please give a big hand of applause for Ashraf Yahaya. He's 33 years of age. He's 3 goals, and he'll be playing as a linchpin in this afternoon's game. Well done to Ashraf. Playing in the number 2 position, the patron of the Shoreline team. He plays an immense amount of polo out of Guards Polo Club. He's been very successful over the years, and he won't mind telling you he's now 50 years of age. What a credit to him to be on the field. Tunde Kareem. In the number 3 position, playing off 7 goals. He is, again, no stranger to what goes on here. He's previously won the Majek, 9 goals at his highest. A great veteran of the Argentine Open. It's Guillermo Terrera. And shutting the back door off 6 goals from the San Torres Polo Club in Argentina. He'll be playing in the number 4 position. He's 42 years of age. He's been playing here for years and years. It's Manuel Crespo. Those are the lineups for the 2 teams. So we have the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline of 17 goals. We have the team of Lagos STL of 16 goals. There's a 1-goal handicap difference. We're playing 6 chukkers, which is the full game of polo. Therefore, you take the full handicap difference. Our 2 umpires for the game will be Tarquin Southwell and Roddy Matthews, both of them very experienced high goal umpires. They've umpired for many, many years. They've both played high goal themselves, both rated off 5 goals at their best. Roddy Matthews made the final of the Queen's Cup. He also won the Coronation Cup in England. Tarquin Southwell made the final of the Queen's Cup 3 out of 4 years, was victorious in 1 year. They will be holding the fort out on the field. And they'll be linked up by radio to Alhaji Turkur, who is our referee today. And if there's any question of what should happen, they will go to him. Now, one of the great things we've got here today is Paragon Studios. It's filming this live. And a warm welcome to all our viewers around the world. For the Open Cup final last week, we had over 750 viewers from 16 different countries. Let's see if we can beat that today. But for Paragon, they will be showing the replays, and if the umpires will go to the referee and request a repetition of the play, they can. So the referee can see the replays. Those of you who are here, if you tune into Lagos Polo Club website, go to the YouTube site, you will be able to see on your devices what I am looking at and what viewers around the world are. A warm welcome to our viewers. I know we have viewers in Nigeria, the United Kingdom, Argentina, the United States, UAE. We also have them in South Africa, to name just a few. We even had a viewer last week from Chad. There's also viewers from Ghana. So thank you very much. A warm welcome to you all. We're ready for the start. So for our first chukker, the ponies we've got out there in the first chukker for Ashraf Lahaya Liria, a horse of Bawali Jola Rossa. Blanca for Tunde Kareem. That's the grey he's on. The little dun pony, where is she? There she is. That's Guillermo Terrera. I'd like you to give a big hand of applause, please, for the little dun pony, Coco. This is her 9th Majekodunmi. Give her a hand of applause. That's the little dun, Coco from Mayo Oroganusi, playing in her 9th Majekodunmi. For Manu Crespo, watch out for this pony. Jeep for him in the first chukker. In the opposition, the black horse for Dantala, Ibrahim Mendocina. Yassine Amusana should be on Pistona. Just we'll check her out. Now watch out for the little grey that Chris McKenzie is on, Hurricane. He's played this in the Open Cup. He played her in the Majekodunmi 2 league matches, and she goes like a rocket. We'll see her out later on. And shutting the back door, Ed Banner-Eve, the black horse that he's on, Tinto. So you've got the 8 horses. We've got a best playing pony here this afternoon, a most valuable player, and also a most disciplined player. What you're looking out for in a best playing pony is that not necessarily the prettiest pony, although it always catches the eye, but you're looking for a pony that is well balanced, stops, turns, accelerates, is bold in the ride-off, and also probably you hope that she'll play 2 or 3 times. Picked up now by Chris Mackenzie, the man from South Africa. Just takes it now, bumps that one up to the front door, the little grey that he's on, Hurricane. Coming in now, look at this round, bring it around the corner. Guillermo Torreira, and one of my favourite ponies, Coco, has played brilliantly with Lorenzo Larumbe over the years. Coming through now, the ball is kicked forward there. And coming in to pick it up will be the number 3, Chris Mackenzie. Tries to take the backhand under the tail of his pony, doesn't get connection. Coming in and taking it forward is going to be Manu Crespo. Manu Crespo on the bay Jeep, coming in, the backhand solid from Dantala Ibrahim. Coming in there was Manu Crespo, and finally the goal is good. A little bit of a run around there in the goal mouth. Manu Crespo gets the first one up onto the board for the team of Shoreline. Look at this on the replay. Those of you that are tuned in around the world, and those of you, here we go. Coming through now, watch this as we come back. You see there, he takes possession of the Rhine, pops it in. Nice goal there, Manu Crespo, the goal scorer. They come back to the middle of the field. They line up in the middle. They've changed ends. Every goal that is scored, so now we have the team in dark, Lagos A1 Shoreline, going down towards the Military Road end. Possession is taken there by Manu Crespo. Leaves it for the maestro himself, Guillermo Torreira. Little chip forward from Torreira. Up there to Manu Crespo, who's challenged there by Ed Banarive. Ed Banarive came in. Now, the reason the umpire didn't blow that is that Manu Crespo checked up and therefore relinquished the right-of-way, and that allowed Torreira to come in. Or was it, I'm just going to need to look. I think it was Banarive to come in and take possession. Whistle has gone. Let's have a little look at this one on the replay, see what you can make. Coming through now, there's Chris Mackenzie. Now, did he hit the horse? I think he did. So if you hit a player's horse and you've got options to hit it either left or right, then there will be a penalty against you for dangerous play. It's very severely clamped on now these days, the welfare, so for dangerous play, spot hit given, for so the pony did not need to be hit. Cutting it forward now is Guillermo Torreira. He fires it up to the front door. Coming in there, it's over the back line, out of play. We're 2 minutes into the opening chukker of the 2026 edition of the Majekodunmi, the highest rated tournament in Africa that has had some fantastic players over the years. And I'll tell you a few of them when we get the break halfway through this chukker. Bringing it in from the back line, the man from Plettenberg Bay, Chris Mackenzie. He and his father breed a lot of horses in South Africa. Coming in there, pouncing onto it, though, it's going to be Ed Banarive. Banarive is challenged there by Torreira on the Dun Coco. Banarive sends it left. It's going to be picked up by Yazin Amos. No, it isn't. He goes forward for the pass. There's the pass from Chris Mackenzie, and that's unfortunate for Chris Mackenzie. The ball hops the boards and goes out of play. About 10 years ago, the rules were changed from, in the past, the ball would have been bowled in. Now we have a sideline drop ball, quickly taken. The umpire's call play. The opposition must be 30 yards away, and coming through and picking it up, far up there was Torreira. Oh, as I say, one of my favourite ponies is Coco. Lovely to see her after 9 years still playing so well in the Majekodunmi. Yesterday we had a stallion that's been playing for 20 years, Marina. So you can see how long these ponies can play if they're looked after. That one hops the boards, another gift. Now the umpires will blow the whistle, or they will call time out at roughly halfway through the first chukker, because the temperature is above 28 degrees. The rules of polo, which we play here in Lagos under the Hurling and Polo Association, you are obliged to give a mid-chukker break. You've got 60 seconds to do it, and I'll tell you about it in just a minute. A nice near-side backhand there from Chris Mackenzie, but it was Manu Crespo, Guillermo Torreira, who set himself up first. Torreira turns the corner. Now he tucks in, coming through now. Challenge, good play from Torreira. You can see why he was 9 goals. He played with La Dolfina 2 in the 2021 Argentine Open with Perotto, and Torreira is a veteran of the high goal. Now the whistle is gone as they were going forward there. Let's have another look, see if we can make it. They've called timeout, so the players will go off and change as we get a look forward. Taking it forward there, Torreira sent it forward, coming in. Ooh, looked like someone might have dived in there. I'll wait to see what the umpires make of it. So 60 seconds is allotted. The umpires are perfectly entitled, if the players are not back on the field, to put the ball down and throw it in or drop it without even a single player on the field. Now, the MAJEKODUNMI, I said, was first presented in 1962 by Dr. MAJEKODUNMI. It's therefore 64 years old, the 63rd edition. It was made by Garrard's in London. Prince William of Gloucester, posted to the High Commission, won the MAJEKODUNMI in 1968 with the Lagos Diamonds. And I believe Kaduna Kakun, Colonel Yakubu, Alfonso and Gonzalo Perez, along with Alan Kent, also won it. In that same year, in 1979, that team won the Calgary Gold Cup, although Oliver Ellis replaced Colonel Yakubu. The cup was presented, I believe, by Lord Mountbatten of Burma, so plenty of history in that team. Besides the Perez brothers, the Hipwood brothers, Howard and Julian, have both played, as have Joaquin Pidaluga. And Joaquin Pidaluga will be joining Chris McKenzie in the Fern Park team, along with Facundo Perez, in the high goal season this year. The man from Kenya, Simon Kaseo, played in the 1997 and 2000 edition of the MAJEKODUNMI. And besides the international players, many well-known Nigerian players, Bello Buba, Adamuata, Adedapo Ojora, Prince Albert Isiri of the Ashburt Raiders, such a successful team in the United Kingdom, have played, besides Senatox Ogunbanjo, who won it in 2006, I believe, with Abadan Tata, Adedapo Ojoro, and Adamu Yarrow. There's your little history lesson. Back to the polo. Taking it forward now, it's going to be Ed Bannereve who thumps that one up there. Coming in is going to be Chris McKenzie. He turns, but he's not there quick enough. Diving in now. Watch this horse, this grey Chardonnay of Guillermo Terrera. It's another one of Mayor Organuzi's. Baba Dantata plays it very well, but Terrera had a brilliant game on the other day. We'll see her out again. Chardonnay the grey. Pumped up there by Guillermo Terrera. Coming in now. Who will be coming in to take it? It's going to be Yazin Amusan. Takes the little backwards flick. Nice play from Yazin Amusan. Turns it for his teammates. Coming in, who will be picking it up? Over down in the corner, in the pony lines. We're playing 7 minutes in all our 6 chukkers. The clock only stops when the whistle goes. The ball is picked up now by Manu Crespo. Sultan, the big dark bay that he's riding, coming in now. Sultan is bred by Machitas Libano, so he's got very good bloodlines, and we'll see this horse coming out again. Whistle is gone. Let's see what we can pick up on the replay. Here we go. Do tune in if you've got your phones, and you can come in and have a look. Now, taking it in, the stick was aloft there, but did he have the right of way from Terrera on the grey Chardonnay? Mayowa likes to name all his horses. He's got horses here today. Chardonnay, Merlot, Rioja. Another one I know he's got called Margot. So he really does delight in naming the majority of his ponies after fine wines. Could I please ask all those people in the safety zone to move back from the boards? You're in a very dangerous position. Please move back from the boards. There's about 20 of you there, and you should all be right on the fence, not on the boards. Please, if you could. Penalty taken very quickly, and that one was popped away whilst I was asking the people to move back. Didn't quite see who got it. Let's see if we can pick it up on the replay. So that penalty was quickly slotted, and the goal scorer popped it away. Here we go on the replay. Little play at the walk. Manu Crespo on the dark bay. Sultan puts one up on the board for Lagos A1 Shoreline. They now move up to 2. One on the board on handicap to Lagos STL that have yet to trouble the scorer. Clear is called. Once clear is called, you've got to either hit the ball or run with it. And it's fired up to the front door. It's going to be picked up now. Up there at the front door, taking it through, is going to be Ashraf Yahya. Ashraf Yahya takes the backhand. Takes it nice. He was meant to be on Verdicho, but he's on a grey, so maybe he's changed, or was it Tunde Kareem? I think I may have misread that one. It's going to be Terrera now. Terrera sent that one forward for Manu Crespo. Coming in, Chris McKenzie challenges him. Clock stopper, the bay that he's on, comes from South Africa like himself. We've got 3 ponies from South Africa here playing today. Clock stopper, Michaela and Pepe Mix, and it's now going to be Ed Bannereve, who just checks on the boards. His tee. Look at the way that Chris is going forward for the pass. Anticipation from Ed Bannereve, hoping that Ed will get it up to him. He comes in, he challenges the other number 4. Manu Crespo turns it around. Just gives himself a few options. Tunde Kareem will go forward to try and pick the pass up, but it will be Ed Bannereve who takes it first of all. Ed Bannereve takes the open back, and in fact, in the end, he took the tail shot, and anticipation was good and solid by Manu Crespo. Manu is challenged by Dantala Ibrahim. He's pushing it forward up towards the halfway line with 30 seconds remaining. Taking it forward, coming in to make the meet. Has he got room? Coming in. Right. Now, let's have a proper look at that one. He thought he had just enough room, but in the end, possibly not. Now, you watch the pass. Here's the solid pass up there for Crespo. He's trying to get it up to Torreira coming in, but behind him, the player, I think it was Chris McKenzie, was coming down that right away. There wasn't enough space. They were in reverse at the time. Spot hit for White. Seconds to go to our first bell. We'll play the 30 seconds unless the unless the whistle is blown, in which case we won't. And it's going to be Ed Banarive. This chestnut that he's changed onto Cardinal has played really well throughout the Open and Majekodunmi, so we'll see her come out again, but definitely one to keep your eye on. Coming through now, it is going to be Manu Crespo. He's called off it by Torreira. Torreira now fires it forward for Manu Crespo, who comes down here in front of the stands. He's challenged by Banarive, so it's Sultan and Cardinal, the two ponies, who come together. In comes Manu Crespo, says, I've got the right away. He's being challenged by Chris McKenzie. Manu Crespo, the shot at goal, unfortunately came off his pony's leg. I didn't hear the bell, but I think the first bell must have gone. Coming in now, it's going to be Ed Banarive. The little turning play by him. He just makes room for himself. He wants to get this one away from his own goal mouth before the second bell. He pumps it nicely up there to Yassine Amoussan, and it's Yassine Amoussan who's taking it nicely down the field. Yassine, there goes the bell, and that will end our first chukker, and off they go. Please, of you here, all at the Lagos Polo Club. They're playing the Majekodunmi for 2026. A big hand of applause, and we'll have a little break. Could we have a little music, please? So I'm going to give you a little word about some of the horses in our second chukker. As I said, we do have a best playing pony here today, so see if you can pick out the best playing pony. Most of these ponies will come out twice, some of them will come out 3 times. Obviously the players gave me an order, but they changed them, so it's not easy to always get it right. That grey pony that Chris McKenzie's on, Shisha, he played a grey Hurricane in the first chukker, and these 2 greys of his go really nicely indeed, so definitely worth keeping an eye open. Trying to pick out Crusada for Dantala, but I think that's Federa that he's got on too. He's got more white feet than I was expecting. Now watch out for the horse that the number 4 in the black shirt for Shoreline is riding. This is Romano. He's a really nice gelding that's played by Manu Crespo, comes from the breeding of Milo Fernandez Arajo. He's 9 years old these days, and I know that he is probably
Manu's favourite. Pumped up there. Who's going to be picking it up? Coming in now, it's going to be Dantala Ibrahim. He scoots away in front of the oncoming Manu Crespo, and it's Dantala Ibrahim left it behind, and Manu Crespo will have to make the turning play down there in the corner. Who's going to be turning it first? It is Manu Crespo. But he sent that one straight past the stirrup leather of Chris Mackenzie on the grey shisha. Now it's going to be Ed Banarive who comes in. Ed Banarive on the Bay Tintero takes possession. He sends it up to the front line. Coming through now, it's going to be Yazin Amusan. It goes wide. It's Chris Mackenzie on the grey shisha. It goes wide. It's Chris Mackenzie on the grey shisha. Open goal, 30 yards out, penalty 2. Chris Mackenzie comes in. Open goal. Here he goes. Takes it nicely. He's found the flags. The first one for STL to add to the one they got on handicap. They equalise now at the start of the second. So they come and line up in the middle after that little taken penalty. 2 plays 2. I think we'll go down to the wire in this match. The other day, STL beat Shoreline by 1 goal. I think it was 10-9. I'll have a little check. So there was not much to choose between these two teams. And as a consequence, STL went through as the first qualifier, with Shoreline going through as the second qualifier. In comes Tunde Kareem. Tunde comes in, tries to bang it up to the front door, backed up well by Ashraf Yahaya. Tunde comes in. Has it gone wide? It is over the back line, out of play. Julia for Tunde Kareem in this second chukker. Primitivo for Guillermo Torrero. I've told you about Romano. Pepe Mix, the South African horse, for Yazin Amusan. And I think that's completed the lineup of all your ponies. At the moment, haven't seen anything that particularly picks the eye, but it will really begin to see these ponies operate when they come out for a second time. And in the fifth chukker, when the pony comes out from the second time, that is when you can usually work out who's the best playing pony, when one pony will put one team into a winning position for the conclusion of the match. We're not only playing for the Majekodunmi, we're also playing for the Independence Cup. I'll tell you about that. And coming forward there, Chris Mackenzie put that one forward. And we'll look at that one on the replay. For those of you polo aficionados around the world, I think that's a pretty simple decision for the 2 umpires. Here we go. Now watch. Chris taps it forward. Bang. The man in blue, black with the number 4 straight across the right of way. So up to the middle of the field, a 5B. This is what we call it in polo. Those of you new to polo, when you hit the ball, it creates a line or a right of way from where it is hit to where it is going. And you must be on that line to make a play on the ball. You can enter that line and cross it as long as you're far enough ahead not to make any element of danger on the player established. You can ride a player off the line, but you must be shoulder to shoulder, coming at the same speed, not too cute at an angle. You can also hook a player, but you can only hook that player if you have your stick is on the same side. You can't reach out over the back. Coming in now, so it's Ed Banarive on the Bay Tintero, challenged by Guillermo Torrero on Primitivo. In comes Manu Crespo. I tell you, this gelding of his, really nice one, Romano, but he didn't get enough angle on that. Yazin Amusan comes in. He didn't get a hold of it. Picked up now. Going forward, Tunde Kareem is waiting for the pass, but it will be Manu Crespo who turns it. Now he establishes himself. He's got behind him Torrero. Torrero quickly comes around the corner. Now, what happened there, I believe, I'm going to wait, but I think they were told to use it, and they didn't. So what happens when you're being challenged by another player within 2 horses' length, the umpires will say, use it. Now, I'll just wait finally to make sure that we've got it right, and then I'll just continue, but we'll just wait. So when you're told to use it, it looks like they've decided to roll it in. No, they haven't. They're going to give the hit. So what happened there, just to explain, if you're told to use it within 2 horses' length, you have to either hit it or run with it. In this case, the first player ran with it, but the second player did not. So it applies not only to you, but it applies to all of you on the team. At the time, the white shirts of STL were in defence. They were outside the 60-yard line. You can see the white spot there. Therefore, a spot hit given. Chris McKenzie from about 70 yards out, Shisha, his mount. He lofts it well. Is it straight? It's going wide at the moment of the goal mouth down at the Awalora Road end, out of play. So the rule of Polo about using it was introduced about 2 or 3 years ago to try and keep the game moving, and it's been a very good innovation. As I said, it applies to all the players, not just the one who first is told to use it. A big drive up to the front door there by Manu Crespo, who's going to be picking it up, coming through now. It will be Chris McKenzie, 2 plays 2, so nothing to separate these two teams at the moment as McKenzie turns the corner. There goes Yassine Amoussan waiting for the pass, and the pass is spot perfect, but Tunde Kareem is there as well. In comes Tunde. He unfortunately finds fresh air. Dantala calls off Yassine. Dantala, Ibrahim. Oh, he's put it wide, and that is a let-off for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline. That is goals that you should put in. And the umpires have called half-time break in this second chukker, so the players will go off to change. So just to complete that history lesson, I was telling you about the Majekodunmi, and I'll tell you a bit about the Independence Cup that they're also playing for 2 today. So the Independence Cup was originally called the Kaiser Wilhelm II Cup. It was presented in 1914 and used to be played between British Nigeria and the German Cameroon. After independence, it was renamed the Independence Cup, having previously been played normally between the teams from Kaduna and Lagos, the north and south. And in 1960, after it was renamed the Independence Cup, it was very badly damaged. And the cup was taken by members of the Lagos Polo Club to Garrard's in London for restoration. And it was such a special trophy that Garrard's opened specifically to see the cup and replace it. It is therefore now 112 years old, the Independence Cup, formerly the Kaiser Wilhelm Cup. So there's plenty of history to it. In the early days of the development in polo in northern Nigeria, which used to compete for this trophy against southern Nigeria, northern Nigeria owes a great deal of the development of the game to the Emir of Katsina, His Royal Highness Muhammadu Diko, who, having visited Hurlingham in London, encouraged the game to develop in Katsina in the 1920s. So besides the history of the Majekodunmi dating from 1962, we also have the history of the Independence Cup, the formerly the Kaiser Wilhelm Cup, now 112 years old. That is some history for the two cups, but prior to that, the now Lagos Polo Club itself dates back to 1904 when British naval officers started the game on an airstrip located between the Ikoyi Club and the Polo Club. So it was the Navy that introduced the game first, bringing it in from the back line. Coming in now, this horse is called GT2, goes very nicely, played very well the other day, pumped up by Manu Crespo to Terrera. Terrera will pick the ball up on the far side, and it's Terrera taking it through now. Terrera comes through. This pony is one of Mayowa's called Barolo, another wine horse of his, well, named with a wine. Picked up now the backhand there by Chris McKenzie. Didn't really get a hold of it. It's going to be brought around the corner now by Manu Crespo. And the reason I know it's GT2, because it's got 4 white feet and it goes very nice indeed. Back goes Chris McKenzie. McKenzie just keeps them on he's on Bangarang in the second half of this chukker as he takes it forward now. And it's Chris McKenzie. Forward the pass goes Yassine Amoussan. Yassine picks it up. Unfortunately for him, it hops the boards, goes out of play. Sideline hitting, as you know the drill now. Terrera, I think, is just asking, is everything all right? So when the ball goes out of play, unless the whistle is blown, in case there was a problem, then you have 8 seconds, the umpire calls. The ball is placed down 5 yards in from the line out. He calls play, and you have 5 seconds in which to make the strike, where the opposition must be 30 yards away at the time. Now, I'm not quite sure what we're happening there. Let's see if we can bring this one up, please, on the replay to see if we can bring it up. Certainly, I missed that. It might have been a play off the ball. So, Paragon, if you could please try and bring that one up so we can have a look. Here we go. We need to speak to the tournament committee. If Usman Dantata or Halima Area, we have a little bit of an incident here that we really need to sort out. It's a matter of safety. So if it could be sorted out, if Usman or Halima could come. There is an illegal drone being flown, and it's just hit Torreira on the head. So we think it's being flown from somewhere off the field, but it just hit Torreira on the head. If we could try and sort it out, as you know, Usman, it's pretty dangerous. Thank you. So we'll just hopefully get that one sorted out. Obviously, it is unfortunate, but drones do get flown way too low these days. They need to be well up in the air to be kept away from players and ponies. Not only if it hits a player, but it can spook the pony, and it's not a great idea. So it will be a drop ball after that hit went out of play, and it's going to be picked up now by the number 4 in black, Manu Crespo. It takes the strike from that drop ball. GT2, as I've been telling you about. He fires it through as the pony he's on. It's up towards the front door. In comes Ed Banareve. Takes the open backhand. Now it's play from him. This chestnut he's on to Canaletta. Went really well for him the other day as well. It will be on the balls now. It's Chris McKenzie coming through. He got challenged there. Did he have the right of way? Did the opposition have the right of way? Let's see if we can bring that one up on the replay to get a chance to see. It looks like the umpires are going to take it forward. So if we bring that one up. Now watch this on the replay. So there he is. He comes in. It was just a little bit difficult to pick up there. So it will be a 5B hit from the middle of the field. So Mackenzie picked himself up on the right of way. The player from the opposition unfortunately came across the right of way in front of him. At the time he was going forward, so the umpires, Tarquin Southwell and Roddy Matthews, advance it to the centre of the field. So it's going to be Ed Banareve to take the strike. Canaletta, who is on now. Watch Chris McKenzie. He's going around trying to make room for himself. See Chris there at the front door being shut down by Manu Crespo. He's trying to make room, giving himself options. You see, watch Chris there. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to find a bit of space. So coming there, and it's Yassine Amusan. Yassine comes through. Go on, Yassine. Lovely goal for Yassine Amusan. Lagos STL. And they squeak into the lead by 1. A nicely taken field goal there by Yassine Amusan. And that was good polo from the team of STL. They all trying to make space. They were concentrating on what Mackenzie was doing. Ed Banareve saw that Yassine was on a run, and Yassine broke away and duly obliged with a nice goal. Good goal, good play from the team of STL. Yassine Amusan, the goal scorer. So whoever is flying that drone in front of in the clubhouse, that's the one that's causing the problem. Hope someone's got a shotgun. Picking it up, it's going to be Torreira. Guillermo Torreira sends that one to the middle of the field. Coming in now will be Ed Banareve. Ed Banareve takes the backhand, cuts it out towards the boards, picking it up. Beautiful play by Dantala Ibrahim. Look at the way that Dantala Ibrahim is taking it down the field, and this one is for dear. I got it wrong before, but it's Dantala Ibrahim takes it forward. Coming in now will be Tunde Karim. Takes the backhand. Didn't get much length onto that one, but it's pounced onto by Yassine Amusan, the goal scorer just a moment ago. He's left it behind, turned now by Manu Crespo. However, whistle is gone. Did someone turn? Unfortunately, let's see if we can pick it up on the replay. Here we go. Coming through now. In comes Yassine. He comes in, left it behind. Live play blocking. I think those of you who know new rule in polo, when you're being challenged by another player within 2 horses' length, you may not prevent the other player coming in. And that was a pretty good example there of live play blocking. And that's why the penalty was going. It was a rule brought in a couple of years ago. Now, there's no real advantage. They were going out to the boards at the time. That's why it's a spot hit. As I said, live play blocking, spot hit, Lagos STL. Pump forward there. Who will pick it up? Coming in now is going to be the number 4, Manu Crespo. Crespo takes it under the tail of the pony. Why is it that? Because that's exactly what it is. Under the tail, picked up now by Torreira. Guillermo Torreira has possession. Dantala Ibrahim comes to challenge, but Torreira sends that one up for his teammate Ashraf Yahya and Tunde Karim. The backhand taken there by Yazin. Chris McKenzie takes possession. He knew exactly where Ed Banariv was, but in front of him, it's picked up now and taken forward. Ashraf Yahya was the one who took that one forward over there into the far side. The first bell has gone in our second chukker. Coming in now, the backhand taken by Torreira. Knows he hasn't got much time remaining. Torreira took the backhand there on Barolo, the pony I was telling you about. Ashraf Yahya, big sweep from him, didn't connect. Still about 10 seconds to go. Whistle hasn't been blown because it is not interfering with play. You can continue unless it's dangerous, and it's not dangerous. The hit down there over the back line, that will end our second chukker. For those of you wanting to know, if a player is dismounted and is not directly in the play, there is no requirement to blow the whistle. So that will end our second chukker. Let's give them a big hand of applause. Yassine Amassan, the man of the moment, who scored that goal and makes it 3-2 in their favour. A little music.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. If you just got here, a warm welcome to all our guests, distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finals of the Majekodunmi Cup between two Lagos-based teams, Lagos A1 Shoreline versus Lagos STL. Lagos STL have got their noses in front by a goal, 3-2. After this match, we're going to have presentations. We're going to have presentations for best playing pony, the most disciplined player, and the MVP. After the match, we have socials. Club Verve Clicquot is fully activated. The marquee to the right of the commentary box. We implore all our guests, members to stay behind in the revelry, hospitality provided by Verve Clicquot. So once again, a big thank you goes to all our sponsors.
Could we have a little music whilst we've got a break? We've got about a couple more minutes. If you could just give us a little music, that would be great. So if you just cut the music, please, before the start of this third chukker. If you could just cut it down and stop it completely. There we go. So ready for our third chukker. Hopefully we've got that little drone disorganized and won't be interfering anymore. So who have we got coming out in this chukker? Let me see. We've got Ed Banariv. Hernan, the dark bay that he's on now. This pony's gone really well throughout the Open Cup, so definitely worth keeping an eye open for Hernan in this particular chukker. Trying to pick up Yazin's, he's completely changed his order, so I'm struggling a bit. I think that's Vidal that he's on. So coming in, the challenge by Torreira against Ed Banariv. Banariv sends it up there to Yassine. Yassine comes through. It will be Yassine coming through now and picking it up. It's Yassine Asmassan. Tries to get it up there to Chris McKenzie. McKenzie goes forward, coming in. Big ride off there with him and Manu Crespo. Crespo comes in takes it under the tail of his pony, Manu Cresso. Nafisa, a pony of Bawali Joalo Osso's in him in this chucker, and there he coming through his Manu Crespo. This pony Nafisa went really well for him the other day. Bawali Joalo Osso have provided 5 or 6 ponies to the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline, and this is one of his coming through now, picking it up. He leaves it for Terrera. Terrera coming through from the rear, and it's Guillermo Terrera. This is Julia 2, a Shoreline horse that he's on as he comes through from the rear, and it's Terrera who pumps that up to the front door. Coming in now, big pickup from Manu Crespo. He sends it down there, it's still in play. Coming in will be Chris Mackenzie. Mackenzie takes the sweeping play across the field, and it's Chris Mackenzie who's taking it down there. Looks like he's on the little bay mare, Michaela from South Africa, who was the best playing pony last year. Really goes nicely for him. The challenge there by Terrera on Julia 2 against Ed Banarive on Hanan. Pushes it up to the front door. There goes Ashraf Yahya to pick up the right away, and it's Ashraf now who has possession. Ashraf. Now it's Yazin, and Yazin takes it nicely down the field. Yazin goes through, hunting him down is Tunde Kareem. He's got support with Chris Mackenzie behind him. Mackenzie sends it forward up there. He tries to pick it up. Through comes Dantala Ibrahim. He finds fresh air coming in now. Terrera will turn it around. He's got a bit of an overlap now. Let's see, there are a lot more black shirts than there are white shirts. A big pass up to the front door, and coming through Ed Banarive. The horse race is on between Ed Banarive and Manu Crespo, backing up well. Coming through is going to be Tunde Kareem. Tunde. Is it Tunde? Ashraf, beg your pardon. Ashraf Yahya. Ashraf Yahya wasn't able to quite keep it in over the back line and out of play. Dark bay for him. Vadicchio totally changed his lineup. He was meant to play it in the first chukker, but he's playing it now in the third chukker. That is the pony that Ashraf was on then. I've given you most of them there, but keep an eye open for that little bay mare of Chris Mackenzie. So look at the way it's dancing around. Look at the way he brings it around. It's only 14.3 for one of the smallest ponies playing in this year's Majekodunmi, if not the Lagos tournament complete. The backhand taken there by Ashraf Yahya. Picked up nicely there by Mackenzie. They're leading by 1 at the moment. Not many goals scored so far because it's been very tight marking. Picked up very nicely indeed on the near side there by Yazin Amasan. Raised from 1 to 2 goals this year. Konin pouncing onto it is going to be Dantala Ibrahim. Dantala Ibrahim, he's setting sail down towards the goal mouth. Ibrahim, could it be number 4 for the team of Lagos STL? Dantala Ibrahim, yes it is. Let's give him a little hand of applause. Dantala Ibrahim popped that one away in fine style. We'll see it on the replay. Good attacking momentum maintained there. Here comes Ibrahim, and he popped it through nicely there. Well done to Dantala. And they've given them the half-time break in this third chukker. We will be treading in at the half-time point. So I've given you the history of the Majekodunmi and the Independence Cup. Over the last few years, the winners of the Majekodunmi last year was Abuja Rubicon when they beat Lagos STL. The STL was Yazin Amosan, Chris Mackenzie on the field today, along with Dirk van Rienen and Kwame Issa. 2024, the Majekodunmi was won by Lagos Leighton Kings, and in that team, Guillermo Terrera was playing for them. In the opposition, when they beat Shoreline, was Mackenzie, Manu Crespo and Tunde Kareem. Back in 23, the Majekodunmi was again won by the Leighton Kings. Terrera was playing on that occasion with Bowali Jolo Osso, and they beat Lintex Intercontra. Back in 22, the Majekodunmi, we had that brilliant match when Lintex Carno beat the Leighton Kings 12-11. Mackenzie was in that team. Got the goal at the end of the 6th chukker to take them into a 7th. Terrera, on the field today, was in the opposition. 2021, we didn't play because of COVID. 20 was Leighton Sao Paulo. 2019, Kaduna. No, that's the Open Cup, I beg your pardon. 2020 was Leighton Kings. 2019, Almut Farms. And 5th chukker had a big run from 2016 through to 2018. So over the years, the Majekodunmi has had some tremendous players, and I've told you the history of that trophy just a moment ago. Back onto the field. Who can I pick out now? There's a 2-goal advantage in their favour at the moment. Coming on now. Who's that there for Ed Banarive? That's Pantera, the black horse that he's on. Chris Mackenzie. That's Mirage for him in the second half of this third chukker. Terrera, I think that's Enterenano for him, Enterenano. No, he's changed it. I'm going to have a quicker look to see who he's on. These players change the ponies quite regularly, so it's quite difficult to pick out just who they're on. And as you've probably worked out, that 80% of the ponies on the field are either plain bays or plain chestnuts, and maybe one or two white markings. Sometimes you can tell the difference by what bit they've gone, when they've got a pelham, which is a bit with a big long shank, or a gag, but it's not so easy. Around about 60 horses are playing today. Each player's got at least 6, some of them have got 8, so probably 30 to 34 have come to the field, so well over 60 ponies playing today for this Majekodunmi final. That's some statistic, and I reckon about 400 plus ponies are playing throughout the Lagos tournament. And it's Ed Bannereve on Pantera who fires that one forward. In comes Chris Mackenzie. Mackenzie on Mirasha, doesn't get a hold of it, coming through now and taking it forward. It is going to be Guillermo Terrera. Terrera has it on the boards, challenged by Mackenzie. Still Terrera has it, dancing around there. He's being challenged now by Mackenzie. Mackenzie will be told to clear, and Terrera will be told to use it, which means that he's got to keep moving it. He can't tap it. He duly does, and he sends that one down up there for Tunde Karim, and it's Tunde Karim who's broken away. Looks like this is Cicatrice that he's on, and it's Tunde Karim taking it down, left it behind, backed up there nicely, nicely taken under the tail there by Yassine Amosan. Picking up the right away is going to be Chris Mackenzie, the man from South Africa. We're halfway through into the second half of this third chukker, and it's still pushing it down there. Here comes Yassine Amosan. Yassine, big pickup. John Horswell, captain of the England team in former days, is the coach today, and this is his protege, Yassine. Lovely strike down there, and it's Yassine coming in. Tunde Karim comes in. Yassine says, I've got the right away. Cuts the corner down at the Arwa Lower Road end. Left it behind. Terrera cleans up the pieces. Nice play. We'll now watch where Tunde and Ashraf are. There he goes. I knew he'd try and put that one up. And it's Ashraf. He's out on his own in the middle of the field. Ashraf takes it forward, backing up well. Tunde tries to get a hold of it. Mackenzie cancelled out by Manu Crespo. The forward momentum is maintained. The backhand neatly done there. Finds the man again, Yassine Amosan. Yassine's pony kicks it forward. In comes Ed Bannereve, but it's Chris Mackenzie up there. Look at the way they're feeding it to Yassine Amosan. They've got so much confidence in Yassine, and Yassine looks like he's going to get another one. He duly obliges, comes in. The sweeping play from the number 4, Manu Crespo. Did the whistle go? Didn't hear it. Yassine was taking it towards the goal mouth. In came Manu Crespo. Did he have enough room? That will be the question. Let's have a look at it on the replay. And just watch the way they're feeding Yassine Amosan. Coming in there, he takes the play. Did he have enough room? Possibly not, but the umpires will adjudicate. We'll wait what they decide. And they're saying that Manu Crespo did not have enough room, and therefore he will take the penalty. Now, it wasn't particularly dangerous. Otherwise, it might have been a penalty one. But I think Manu thought, I've got nothing to lose. It's going to be a goal. I'll take a punt. And unfortunately for him, the punt didn't work. Spot hit, Chris Mackenzie. Comes in. Number 5, Chris Mackenzie, opens up a 3-goal advantage for the team of Lagos STL. The pony was on Miraja. So back to the centre. We've got a minute to run, and then it'll be your turn, all of you ladies and gentlemen. It'll be the time to go out on the field and tread in. And those of you watching from around the globe, you can go and charge your glass, have another whiskey, a cup of tea, whatever is your want. Because we'll have about a 10-minute break. I think the Nigerian Navy will be on the field again to entertain us. Whistle has gone, giving the opportunity for Tunde Karim to change. Now, if Tunde Karim has a problem with his tack, then the umpires will allow a free change. And that may be what the occasion is, or he has a problem with his pony. So at this break, I haven't told you really anything about what the players have done before. Tunde Karim, who's off the field at the moment, started playing when he was only 18. He returned to play in 2023 after a 2-year break. And he played the Open Cup in 23 with STL Shoreline in both 23 and 24. He lost that Majek final in 2024, 9-10 to the Leighton Kings, when he was playing with Bashir Dantata who was in the Lagos Chasqui team this year in the Magic, Chris McKenzie and Manu Crespo, who he's with today. 2024, he played the Magic with Shoreline, they've gone with Abdul Rahman Mohammed and with Ed Bannereve and Torreira. So you see these players jump around from teams one year, one next year, and that's because handicaps change over the years, and therefore it might make a better combination by jumping your team. Tunde's played in UK, Ghana, South Africa, Argentina and the United States. The ball is going to be bowled in with a minute to run, and the score is a nice little hefty margin for STL. Ends of reverse, who will be picking it up. Picking it up there is going to be now Torreira. Sends it down there to Manu Crespo. Coming in, Manu Crespo. The backhand taken under the tail. Beautifully done by Ed Bannereve. Ed Bannereve finds Chris McKenzie, and it's Chris McKenzie on the Little Bay Mirage looking for number 6 and a 4-goal advantage. The man from Plettenberg Bay is advancing down the field. Chris McKenzie taking it nicely. McKenzie coming through. Left it behind. In comes Ashraf Yahya. Takes the backhand. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Picked up now by his teammate, and it's going to be Manu Crespo who's taking it forward. Manu Crespo sends that one down. He's going to pick the ball up off the boards. Still he has possession. Chris McKenzie comes in, rides him out of it. That gives Dantala Ibrahim, but it's Ed Bannereve. Nice little flick backhand by Ed Bannereve. Coming in, Ashraf Yahya takes the backhand. Not much angle, but picking up the right of way is going to be Chris McKenzie. McKenzie sends it forward again. This time, Ashraf Yahya gets a nicely angled backhand, sends it forward. The bell has gone. 30 seconds of play remain to the half-time juncture. McKenzie comes in. Was that the second bell? Did anyone hit? First bell, but there was a whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a whistle there, so that will end our first half. Please give them a big hand of applause and a big thank you to GT Co for their sponsorship of this 2026 Majekodunmi and Independence Cup. So it's your time now. Please go out onto the field. We'll have a 10-minute break. Do not take any glasses on the field. It's a time-honoured tradition that dates back to the 1850s when the modern game of polo was resurrected in India at Silchar in Assam, and then the Royal Calcutta Polo Club. So please go out onto the field. Don't be shy. Let's see all of you out there. We'll have a 10-minute break, and then we will restart. So open the gates, please, security, and let's encourage you all to go out on the field in the time-honoured fashion of trading in at half-time. You can all pretend to be Julia Roberts or Richard Gere from Pretty Woman. Those of you will have seen the action of trading in that fantastic film. So please do go out. We'll have a bit of music. 10-minute break. Congratulations to STL, currently leading by 3.
All right, thanks, Jamie. Very quickly before we had the music, just to announce at the end of this match, we're going to have cup presentations for the Majekodunmi and Independence Cup. Before that, we're going to have a small award for our umpires to recognize their work. We'll have prizes for the best playing pony, most disciplined player, and MVP of the match. So please, we implore you, the socials after the end of the match, we have Club Veuve Clicquot to the right of the commentary box. So we implore you all to stay behind and enjoy the hospitality, the revelry, courtesy of Veuve Clicquot. Over to the music now. Thank you.
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investments by the time they turn 65? I almost didn't believe it myself until Invest Niger showed me how.
Every Nigerian can be on their way to a comfortable retirement with zero worries.
Get started today by downloading the Invest Niger app. Invest Niger, you in.
We are IHS Towers, one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business.
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investments by the time they turn 65? I almost didn't believe it myself until Invest Niger showed me how.
Every Nigerian can be on their way to a comfortable retirement with zero worries.
Get started today by
you,
downloading
thank you,
the Invest Niger app. Invest Niger,
So
are you
all our
in?
guests, members, treading divots. Thank you very much. Start making our way back. Now start making our way back. Divots.
We are IHS Towers, one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business. If you're just getting here, a warm welcome to all our guests, distinguished members, ladies and gentlemen. We're being serenaded by music from the Nigerian Navy Band led by Lieutenant Commander A.O. Lawal. After this, we're going to have a presentation ceremony. 2 cups, the MAJEKODUNMI and Independence Cup. We're also going to have prizes for our umpires. We'll have presentations for the best playing pony, MVP, and the most disciplined player. Socials for tonight, Club Veuve Clicquot, the marquee to the right of the commentary box. So we'll put all our guests, members, stay behind and enjoy the hospitality and revelry provided by Veuve Clicquot. And for those of you into sports, tonight, Super Bowl in America, past midnight, half past midnight, Super Bowl between Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots. So those of you that are into that, halftime show, Super Bowl today, is by Bad Bunny.
He recently won Grammy for the Best Album of the Year. The Puerto Rican is going to be providing the halftime show. And I hear it's going to be the first time the halftime show is going to be conducted in Spanish. So that should be a spectacle for those of you into American sports. Once again, a big thank you goes out to our headline sponsors, GTCO. I can see the MD CEO of Chapel Hill Denim is here too. Mr. Bolaji Balogun, warm welcome to you, sir. And Chapel Hill Denim, proud sponsors of the Chapel Hill Denim Open Cup.
So where we go.
Thank you very much to our Nigerian Navy band. Thank you. Off to you, Jamie.
Thank you so much, Kenny and the band. So just to give you a few of the ponies, this is where things will start to get a bit sharp. Ponies are coming out for the second time now. So Ed Banner-Eve, he's back out on Tinto, that he played the first chukker. Yasin Amasan on Luli, one of his favourites. Chris McKenzie back on Hurricane, that he played in the first chukker. Looks like Dan Tal has changed his order back on Federa. There's Coco again for Terrera, playing in her 9th Majekodunmi. I think she might be 20 years of age, so well done to her. Who's Manu Crespo on? Looks like Manu may have changed his order slightly. So the penalty is going a penalty 4 in favour of Lagos A1 Shoreline. The strike to be taken by Manu Crespo. Now they trail by 3 at the moment. Looks like they're just going to give Tunde a chance to go off.
All right, I've just been informed that for the sake of safety, we would like to decongest the bar, so we implore all our guest members. There's more space on the upper terrace, on top of the clubhouse. In the interest of safety, we would like to decongest the bar area. So if you need, we've got additional sitting area on top of the members' clubhouse. So if you're that inclined, we invite, if you want a seat. Yes, sir. Who's that? Who called K9? Who's that? Yep. So there's a screen upstairs on top of the members' clubhouse. So if you need sitting area, there's a big screen, viewing screen upstairs too. So we implore you all that need additional sitting. You can go upstairs. On top of the clubhouse, there's a big screen there also.
So Tunde comes onto the field. We're ready to start our 4th chukker. Lagos STL have a 3-goal advantage. Penalty 4, free hit, defended goal. It will be Manu Crespo to take the strike. Manu comes in. Down at the Awolowo Road end. Yes, he does. Let's see this one on the retake. A beautiful start for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline at the start of the second half. In he comes. Winds up, nicely takes it, converts it well. Taking it out of the line out, it is going to be Terrera on the little dun pony of Mayowa Ganusi's tournament manager the last 3 years. Coco, and he sends it forward. Coming in now to pick it up will be Tunde Kareem, back there by Ed Banner-Eve on Tinto. Second time out for him today on that pony. Manu Crespo comes in. Will make the turning play, but he's got Chris McKenzie there, turning it around. It's going to be Chris who has possession. Good start for Lagos A1 Shoreline. Remember, the other day, they went down by a goal, but this time they had 2 goals adrift, and it's McKenzie on the little grey Hurricane, sends it up there to Dantala Ibrahim, but it won't be picked up. Tugging it around, here comes Terrera. Terrera takes it forward, pushing down there. Terrera comes in, he's challenged there by Chris McKenzie. Look at the ride-off between the two of them, and that allowed connection to be taken by Manu Crespo. Crespo takes it forward. Torreira tucks in behind him. Good interlocking work between the number 3 and number 4 of Lagos. A1 Shoreline. The pass from Torreira. Up there tries to find Ashraf Yahya. I think that's Nandi the Grey. He's on. He's got another one called Blue, and he shoots, and he gets it. And that's a whole different complexion on the game. Hang on, have they blown the whistle? Goal has been given. Let's have a look at that on the replay, please, if we can bring that one up now. There's the pass up to the front door. In comes Ashraf Yahya. He waits. Well, just wait for the decision. Yes, Ashraf Yahya waited, checked, took it on the near side. As he took it on the near side, he put his horse's head across the oncoming player from the opposition. No advantage at the time. Spot hit white. Thank you, Paragon. That was a clear one there to be able to pick up. Minute gone in this third chukker. Nicely opening, fourth chukker, I apologise. Nice opening play for them to get that one quickly up onto the board. Taking it over onto the far side. Who will be picking it up? Down there. Pumped forward now to Ed Banarive. Ed Banarive tries to take it forward. Didn't get a connection, but Yassine Amusan did. He's been playing very well here today. They're using him all over the field. Little mistake by him this time. Pushing forward. The pony kicks it forward. In came Torreira on Coco. Takes it down there. Ed Banarive will come in and take the backhand. Here comes the backhand. Angled in towards the goal mouth. Over the back line. Out of play. From the Awolowo Road end, it will be brought in. By Manu Crespo. One of Lumide Agbola's ponies for him in this chukker as he takes it forward now. Pushes that one down through the right. Ball will drop down on the boards for Torreira, but in front of him it's Tunde Karim. The backhand taken by Ed Banarive. Turned. Anticipation solid by Manu Crespo, who gets there first in front of Chris McKenzie. Turned around now by Crespo. McKenzie gives ground. Crespo fires it forward, tries to get it to Torreira. Now he checks. Carrera comes in and will come by behind him and probably take possession. He's left it, as I thought he would. See how the way of this number 3 and number 4 of Lagos A1 Shoreline working together. Crespo went forward, but unfortunately Torreira didn't get it. McKenzie takes it, coming in, he takes the big open back, and again he finds Yassine Amusan. Beautiful pickup from Yassine Amusan. I think this is Luli, one of his favourites. In comes Yassine Amusan, the goal shot attempt. Yassine! Oh, came off his pony's leg. Well, you can see the confidence. Chris is feeding Yassine all the time. He knows that he's very good when he's out on his own. This time he didn't manage to get it, but they're pressurising that goal mouth. We're halfway through the fourth. Lovely pass. Ball taken now by Manu Crespo, who just checks, takes it to the right, waiting. He's challenged there by Ed Banarive. Crespo, big drive up there. What a pass. Up there to Tunde Karim. Tunde goes forward. Dantala Ibrahim, what a play from Tunde Karim. Lagos A1 Shoreline a pump, pressurising the goal mouth of STL. Dantala Ibrahim takes the backhand. Shot from Ashraf Yahya, challenged by Yassine Amusan. Amusan takes the backhand. Coming in, Chris McKenzie. Managed to get away with it. The appeal for the foul from Torreira, but the umpire's whistle stayed silent. Brilliant pass up there to Dantala Ibrahim. I think he's on Fadira. Coming in for the challenge is Tunde Karim. Tunde comes in, takes it forward. Made room for himself. Didn't check up. The umpire's whistle didn't go, but then it did when he made the turn on the boards. So the reason they didn't blow it was he took it forward, he didn't check, and because of that, he didn't cause any infringement. But we'll look at that one on the replay. Big run of play. 5 minutes gone in the fourth chukker. Can we bring that one up from Paragon? Sorry, if you could bring it up again. Let's have another little look, because it's a good educational play, this one. Coming in there. He made the turn, brought it around. The first play was okay, but I think the second one... Okay, so what happened there was the first play was fine. If he'd checked and taken the backhand, he probably would have given a foul. That was good play from Tunde. He then took it forward over his own back line. Now, in Polo 10 years ago, the ball would have been placed down exactly opposite where that ball went out of play. But these days, if it goes out of play more than 40 yards from the centre of the field, then the ball is put down 40 yards from the centre. So that's where Roddy Matthews has placed the ball, ready to take the penalty, a safety 60 for the team of STL. It's the same as a penalty 4, the equivalent of a corner kick in football. You have to make the intention of hitting the ball through with one strike. If you fail, you may have a second bite of the cherry. However, you mustn't lift your stick above the level of the shoulder until the opposition have made a play at the ball. Who have we got coming out? There's Terrera back on Chardonnay. There's Ed Banarive back on Cardinal. Clock stopper again for Chris McKenzie. Ashraf Yahya, that's either blue or Nandi. I think it's blue because he's got a couple of greys. Blanca, I think that is for Tunde Kareem, to give you a few of the ponies out there in this chukker. Mendocina, that's the black horse with 2 white hinds for Dantala Ibrahim, played already. So every pony out on the field has now played twice. This for the last one, Illumide Agbola's horse for Manu Crespo. Conejo. So you got the 8. Conejo is the only one that I believe has not yet been on the field. Chris McKenzie, safety 60. Look at the way the pony is nicely balanced. What a strike. He's hit it hard. He's hit it very straight, but he's hit it very wide. Now, did it come off a defending player? What's the discussion there? Can we bring that one up on the replay, see if we can pick it up? Little discussion from our umpire. Here we go. Have a little look. Hit it very hard. Couldn't quite see that one. A little difficult to pick up on the replay, but I think they're saying that it went wide. Hit it very well indeed. I may have hit the post. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, knock in. Whistle has gone again. We've got about a minute and a half remaining. Low scoring match. The other day was 10-9. I can't see us reaching that margin again. However, plenty to play for. We will not play the 30 seconds in the last chukker if there is a difference in scores, but we will if the scores are level, and if they're still level, we'll go to a golden goal in the 7th chukker. It happened in the 22 MAJEKODUNMI. Will it happen in this 26 one? And that was unfortunate. A big drive, nicely sent down there, but it hopped the boards. Sideline hit in. You know the drill by now. Umpire calls 8 seconds, drops the ball down 5 yards in, calls play, 5 seconds to take the strike. Ed Banarive on Cardinal, taps it forward. He's challenged. The primary was Terrera on the grey Chardonnay. Here comes Yazine Amoussan. Amoussan comes across the field. He's got 2 greys playing today, Silver and Torda. Not quite sure which one it is. It's one of them. Coming through now, it is going to be Yazine Amoussan. Takes it towards the middle of the field. Coming through now, stolen nicely there by Terrera. Terrera comes in. Ed Banarive takes the near side backhand, but there's a lot of black shirts waiting there, and it's Ashraf Yahya taking it forward. Ashraf has it. Takes it forward. He's got no one to pass to. He's going to have to do all the work himself. He left it behind. Well positioned coming through from the rear. Terrera. He's got 30 seconds remaining on the grey Chardonnay at the end of the 4th chukker. He pumps it up to the front door. Who will be picking it up? Coming in there is Tunde Kareem. Also there is Yazine Amoussan. Yazine gets the better, takes the backhand, reaching out. Tunde Kareem couldn't get a hold of it, but it will be Ed Banarive. Ed spins the corner, brings it around nicely. Ed comes forward, leaves it. Through from the rear comes Chris McKenzie. McKenzie sends it to the middle of the field. Lovely pass up there to Dantala Ibrahim on the black horse Mendocina. He leaves it behind. Backing up well is Chris McKenzie. Unkind bounce. Yazine again having a great game today. Yazine sends that one forward up to Chris McKenzie. However, the whistle has gone. I missed that one. Let's see about this one on the replay. Here we go. There's the big drive up to Dantala. Coming in, I think Yazine may have actually slipped across the right of way there. So Yazin picked the ball up nicely, but he had a player behind him. He wasn't really aware of it. Foul by him. Spot hit for Lagos A1 Shoreline. Manu Crespo to take the strike. Looks like it will be Jeep that he's on to make the play. Not Jeep, I beg your pardon. Cogneco. So we've got about 10 seconds probably to the first bell. Plenty of time for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline to bring that difference back. Remember, STL got one on handicap. Mackenzie Waits, he's the primary that mustn't be interfered with, and it's driven forward there by Manu Crespo. Crespo sends it forward. Ed Banarive goes back. Tunde Karim challenges him. First bell has gone. Banarive will turn it around. Still plenty of time remaining in this chukker. Banarive takes it forward, and here he comes again on the chestnut. Cardinal, he's left it behind. The backhand taken there by Manu Crespo. Swinging onto it is going to be Guillermo Terrera on the lovely grey Chardonnay. Come on, let's see if Chardonnay can do the business for Terrera. Terrera. A walk in the park, and Lagos A1 Shoreline get number 4 on the board. Beautiful goal there by Guillermo Terrera on the grey Chardonnay. That will end the fourth chukker, and we'll have a little break. And now it's 4-5, just that one goal on handicap separating the two teams. A little music, please, if we could, just to entertain our souls whilst we have the break. For you, a few coming in there. In there was Ed Banarive. Now let's have a look at that on the replay. Tunde Karim, emphatic that he got the penalty. Let's see how the ball pops out. Coming in there, the ball pops out. Coming in, Tunde Karim established himself on the right away. Ed Banarive came in front of him, going forward at the time. Penalty 4. Now this is a very, very important penalty for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline. They were down by 3. They got 2 goals at the end of that last chukker. Beautiful field goal by Terrera on the grey Chardonnay, and to put them right back in the match. And this is for the option to go level. And what better pony for Manu Crespo to taking it on? When we had the penalty shootout last Friday, initially it was going to be for the match, but in the end it was a fun shootout. But the pony that Manu Crespo had told me he was going to take the penalties on was this one, Romano. Probably his favourite. He's one of the few geldings playing, 9 years old. Comes from the breeding of Milo Fernandez Arajo. And he was found by Manu Crespo as a 3-year-old. Been here now in Nigeria about 3 years. And this is the penalty he feels most, the pony he feels most confident on when taking penalties. So it's a crucial time on his best pony for taking penalties. Crespo and Romano to equalise. Wow. Is it straight? Yes, it is. That's the equaliser. What a time to have your best pony for penalties. And well done to Manu Crespo. That was 90 yards in the air, and he popped it away, and it's game on. And that was a lot of pressure there from Manu. He struck it quite beautifully. You saw that Romano gave him a nice hitting platform, and away we go. Who we got picking it up now? In comes Crespo, back on little grey for Chris McKenzie, Shisha for him. In comes Yassine Amersan. He's had such a cracking match. All the confidence, his players have been feeding him the ball. Probably John Horswell has been telling them, give Yassine the ball, because he's hitting the ball beautifully and very deftly. Banariv took the backhand, came off the pony. Going forward, Torreira goes forward the pass. In comes Manu Crespo. He sends it up to Tunde Karim. Tunde, what a pickup from Tunde! Gone wide to the left. Tunde plays a lot of his polo at Guards Polo Club. He's played the Prince of Wales Championship Cup final. He was playing, if I remember from rightly, with Alfredo Capella in one of those finals. So he's been playing with the best of the best. As we take the knock-in from the back line, it will be Ed Banariv, and said playing in his second tournament here in Nigeria. Played last year in the Lagos International, a very tough customer. Plays a lot with Tunde in the 20 goal. He feeds it up to Yassine, and I told you they were giving Yassine the chance. This time he finds fresh air, but Chris McKenzie says, I'm going to give you another chance, my son. He pumps it up there to Yassine. Yassine comes in, measured swing. Oh, unfortunate. McKenzie, look at McKenzie coming in, big ride off. In there comes Manu Crespo. Oh, and it's in. What a continuous run of play. Coming in there, pushed it through there nicely, and it is number 6 on the ball. And even though Yassine didn't connect, it didn't matter, because they were extending the opposition, and that's what matters. Beautifully taken goal there, and Lagos STL get themselves up to number 6. Nicely taken there from McKenzie to finish it off. Well, tighten your seatbelts, get yourself a trophy or whatever it is that you like, because we're going to have, I believe, a cracking last chukker and a half. Bringing it around the corner, ends of reversed. It is going to be Manu Crespo. Comes through, says that I've got the right of way. He pumps it forward. He can't bring Romano around. McKenzie on the grey Shisha. Here he goes again, feeding it to Yassine Amersan. But Torreira is the one that gets there first. Torreira brings it around nicely. Guillermo Torreira beautifully brings that around. In he comes. Torreira still has possession. I think that's Primitivo he's back on. Not quite sure I've got it right, but I hope I have. Maybe not. Coming through. Left it. Crespo for Torreira. It is Primitivo as he comes around the corner. Primitivo was out for Torreira in the second chukker. Sends it forward. Coming in with Chris McKenzie. Takes the backhand. Beautifully does it. Has he got the angle? Not much. Ed Banariv, though, picks the ball up. It's getting down to the wire, the business end of operations now in the 2026 edition of the Majekodunmi and Independence Cup, so generously sponsored by GTCO. Up over the halfway line, and there goes Chris McKenzie, also Yassine Amersan. McKenzie comes through, takes it on the near side, cancels out Ashraf Yahaya. Dantala Ibrahim doesn't get there. Incoming is going to be Manu Crespo. They're getting some pretty tired horses out there. They'll probably call the half-time break shortly in this 5th chukker as Crespo takes it forward, looks at his options. Where is Torreira? He's gone forward. Dantala Ibrahim challenges Crespo. Crespo, it can still walk it. Now he's told to use it. He must use it, sends it forward, left it behind, and here comes the man from Plettenberg Bay, and it's Chris McKenzie on the little grey Shisha. But she's tired. Coming in is going to be Torreira. Torreira comes in to challenge him on Primitivo. It's a matter of horsepower there at that occasion. Over the top they go. In comes Ed Banariv. Banariv takes it forward, coming through, pushing down towards the target area. Ashraf Yahaya goes back, takes the backhand. Ed Banariv picks it up, takes it on the near side. In they come. Has he found the flags? Ed Banariv. Yes, he has. And that will be definitely the whistle we blown for a half-time point. Watch this on the replay. Coming in now. Banariv comes in, takes it on the near side, pops it again forward. Number 7, they regain a 2-goal advantage. Off they go. Beautiful polo we're watching here. If you're not paying attention and too busy having a drink, now is the time to concentrate. Wonderful polo. 7 plays 5, 2 minutes to run in the 5th chukker. Ed Banner-Eve, I've told you about Chris Mackenzie. Over the years, won the Majek in 2022. He's playing this year, as I told you, with Joaquin Petiluga, who's played here in Lagos in the past, along with the great Facundo Perez in the high girl in UK. Yassine Amusan, so successful last year, raised to 2 goals, having been raised back in 2023 to 1 goal. And the man down there with the pink shirt and the big hat on is John Horswell, formerly 6 goals, formerly captain in the England team. He's the man that's coaching them, and he's been coaching Yassine here and in England, and he makes quite a big difference, does John. He also happens to be a pretty good cook. If you ever get the chance of going to dinner, then you will get a good meal under the chefing skills of John Horswell. Torreira won the Majek in 2023 and 2024. Played last year with Shoreline. He lost the Majek with the Leighton Kings in 22 in that thrilling 7-chukker match. And if we look to Manu Crespo, he won the MAJEKODUNMI last year with Abuja Rubicon when they beat STL 13-12. And he's been playing in the MAJEKODUNMI and the Open for many, many years. And in 2020, Manu Crespo won both the Open and the Majek with Leighton Kings and Bawale Jola Osso. Bawale today has, I think, 6 horses playing in the Lagos A1 Shoreline team. As I said, something like 60 horses out today on the field. Bringing it in, picked up now by Yassine Amusan. Yassine takes it forward. Now it's Ed Banner-Eve. Banner-Eve will check. He's got Dantala Ibrahim. There's the feed again up to Yassine, but actually he sent it the other way. Mackenzie comes in, tries to take it on the near side. Didn't really get a hold of it. Coming round, feeding it forward, taking it down there. Is now going to be Torreira. Torreira sends that one forward. Who will be picking it up? Up there he sends it. In comes Dantala Ibrahim. Beautiful near side backhand from Dantala Ibrahim. Finds Yassine Amusan. He left it behind. Backing up well is Ed Banner-Eve. And here comes the man again. Yassine. Yassine comes through. This time he gets it. He's going to have to look at the way Banner-Eve takes away Manu Crespo. That gives Yassine time. It could be goals again. Yassine comes in. Yassine Amusan gets another one. Beautiful goal from Yassine Amusan, and that's his hat-trick. He's had 3 today, and that is one that will really count, and he'll be delighted with that one as he takes his team up to number 8. Beautifully taken there by Yassine. He'll be delighted with that last play. Let me see if I can see the pony he was on. He always changes his order, so it's quite difficult with Yassine. Trying to pick, I think that might be Vidal, Plain Bay with a left white hind for him. He's got a Lovelocks horse here today, Mystica, one of the few playing, comes from the breeding of Charlie Hanbury, and that one usually goes well for him, but he does change his order, Yassine, so it's quite difficult to pick what he's playing. Turning around the corner now, work to do for Lovelocks A1 Shoreline. They've got about 20 seconds to the first bell. They'd dearly like to go into the last chukker, just 1 goal adrift, not 3. Can they get one back? Banged up there. Coming through now, who will be getting it up? It is going to be Torreira. And at this particular point, Torreira's definitely the man you want as he takes it down towards the goal. Oh, my word. Comes in. The tutor has gone. Torreira, Torreira, Torreira. They said it's wide, but the whistle has gone. So the bell has gone. The whistle has gone. We'll have a little look at that one on the replay, because that is definitely a play that we should like to look at. So here we go. Look at it on the replay. There comes Torreira, takes it down, under the neck, in there coming. Torreira takes it again on the near side, comes through, cuts the corner, coming in again. If Paragon could let that replay run on a bit. There we go. Torreira comes in. Gone. So can we bring it up again, Paragon? We'd like to have a look for our referee, Tukur, to bring it through. So if we can just, after that one, let's bring it up again. Here we go. So there we go. Referee having a look. Can we bring it up again, please, Paragon? So our two umpires have consulted with our referee. He's made his adjudication. So the referee's had a good look at it, has made his decision. He will now consult with the two umpires, tell them what they've said, and then we will find out. So at the moment, the whistle was blown in the extra 30 seconds. Lagos A1 Shoreline down by 3, crucial call. So here we go, 3 goals adrift. Lagos A1 Shoreline on 5. That is why we have the opportunity to look at the replays. Thank you to Paragon for bringing them up, and bringing them up 3 or 4 times for the referee, Tukor, to have a good look at. So all of you, we've got one more chukker to run, unless the scores are level. Lagos A1 Shoreline have work to do to get themselves out of the 3-goal deficit. Bringing it in from the back line is going to be Ed Banarive. Ed Banarive brings it in. He sends it left. Nicely sends that one up there. I think that's Pantera that he's back on. Sends it up here. Here comes Tunde Kareem. Tunde will take the backhand. Didn't get much length onto it. Sultan, the horse for Manu Crespo. In come Ashraf Yahya. He takes the belly shot. He's called off it by Torreira. Torreira couldn't bring his pony around. Pouncing onto it is Dantala Ibrahim. Dantala hooked out of it by Manu Crespo, but he still sent the ball forward. Coming in now, bringing it around, and we've got possession now for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline. It is Guillermo Torreira. Torreira leaves it for Manu Crespo. No, he doesn't. It's Torreira who sends it up to Crespo. Here comes Manu. Oh, look at the ride-off between the two of them. Mackenzie, beautiful rider on the little bay mare, Michaela there, against Sultan, the horse for Manu Crespo. Coming in now, Torreira makes the challenge on Banarive. Banarive, and what's he done? He's fed it up to Amusan again. Yassine comes in. Ashraf Yahya takes the near side backhand shot. Who can come round first of all? It will be Torreira. Torreira. The big boys are out there. The number 3s and 4s going for the pass is Tunde Kareem. Tunde's waiting up for the front door. Torreira sends it up there. Come on, Tunde. Come on, Tunde. Can he deliver? Tunde sent it to the right. Coming in now, Banarive picks up the right away. Sweeping play from Banarive. Out towards the sidelines. Yassine goes forward again for the pass. Mackenzie comes in. Now, Mackenzie said he had his right of way impinged by the incoming Crespo. Did he, is the question. Have a look at it on the replay. Here we go. So there's the sweeping play from Banarive. Now watch Mackenzie and watch the number 4 for Shoreline. The umpires say that he unfortunately just snuck across the right away of Mackenzie. I think they were the last 2 coming through. So they bypass the 5B position and play the full advantage. Takes it down to a penalty for 60 yards out. Now, Lagos A1 Shoreline will be desperately hoping that this one goes wide. 5 minutes to run. They do not want to be going down by another one. Players took the opportunity there to go off and change. Umpires won't wait for them until they give them the free change at the half-time juncture. You're watching a cracking good match, so please enjoy it. And then enjoy the after party after we've had the presentation of these 2 historic trophies, the Majekodunmi and the Independence Cup. As I said, the Majekodunmi dating back 64 years, the Independence Cup dating back 112. Polo came here in 1904. Polo first came to Africa. The first polo club was the Dargle Creek Polo Club in South Africa in 1888. It reached Accra in 1902. It reached Lagos in 1904, and it reached Nairobi in 1907. So there's a long history of the modern game of polo in Africa, and the Majekodunmi is the highest rated tournament currently on the continent of Africa. Banner Eve, he's hit it. Whoa, what a pluck in the air there. What a pluck by Torreira. He saved the goal. He plucked it in the air. Picked up by Manu Crespo. And I told you they didn't want to go down by one, and that's exactly what they wanted. Lagos A1 Shoreline have possession. Pumped up by Torreira. Tries to get it up to his teammate Crespo. Backhand from Banner Eve. He doesn't get a hold of it. Crespo comes through. Did the whistle go? I think it did. Ominously for the team of STL. The umpires go forward. Let's have a little look at that one on the replay. For those of us, this is what we want. We want a nice tight finish. There's the pass going forward, incoming, takes the backhand. He'd cross from one side to the other, or is the umpire wanting to have a look at it? Could we have another look, please? So let's have a look. Tuko, here we go. Sending it forward. So here we go. This one, a penalty 3. Manu Crespo on the Dark Bay Sultan. Bred by Machitas Libano. Beautiful breeding. Look at the way he's settled down. In he comes. Penalty 3. Yes, he has. What a beautifully taken goal. Give him a big hand of applause. And it's Manu Crespo on Sultan, who puts them into a better position. Here we go on the replay. Look at the way Sultan's ears prick. Beautiful hitting platform. And there's no way that Banner Eve was going to stop that one. Number 6. So we've got 5 minutes to run. Tighten your seatbelt. As my good friend from many years ago at Cowdrey Park would say, Terry Hanlon sadly no longer with us. The chips are truly in the pan. Pricking it up over on the far side. It will be Crespo. Manu takes it forward. Behind him, tucking in, is Torreira. Possession is in the hands of the dark shirts of Lagos A1 Shoreline. Torreira pumps that one forward. Coming in is Dantala Ibrahim. Has he found the flags? Wide and out of play. 4 minutes, 2 goals separating. Remember the other day, STL won by just a smidgen of 1 goal. The umpires have given the free change because those ponies are going to be getting a little bit tired. Have you picked out a best playing pony? Have you picked out a most valuable player? Have you picked out the most disciplined player? Well, we'll find out shortly at the presentation. So I think I've told you pretty much about everybody. I haven't told you much about Ashraf Yahya. Played the Low Cup this year with Lagos Aragon next week. Played the Low Cup last year with Lagos GDF. And I first saw Ashraf Yahya back in 22 when he played the Accra Open, that I remember, in Ghana. So nice to have him out there. They've been a very competitive team, Tunde, Ashraf, Manu and Guillermo. Manu Crespo and Guillermo Torreira, 2 very, very long-term campaigners in Lagos. Great to have them back. Torreira in that 2022 final was rated 9 goals at the time, so he really is one of the best players on the block, but probably the one who's the most experienced here, has sent many ponies over the years, is that man in the middle of the field there, Chris McKenzie. Father Buster McKenzie comes from Plettenberg Bay, and between them they make a lot of ponies. They send a lot in the past here, they send an awful lot to Kenya. And they're a very strong combination from Plet, the father and son combination of Buster and Chris. We have 4 minutes to run. The shadows are lengthening. The conditions are beautiful. It's nice and cool. Tarquin Southall, just as you see there, explaining to Chris McKenzie, having a little word about the last play, no doubt. Murasha for Chris McKenzie in this second half of this chukker. Yassine Amasan back. I think that's Silver. Silver is the whiter of his grey ponies. And it is Ed Banarive who's going to take the strike from the back line. So this is where pony power is going to really count to see if you've got a fresh pony. Ed Banarive up to Chris Mackenzie on Murasha, but it's Yassine Amasan who's Silver who took it now. Did he have the right of way? Let's have a look for the replay. There's Ed Banarive. He sends it forward. Coming in, there's Yassine Amasan. Comes through. Well, I think I know what I would call that. So they're going to just take it to the 5B. So for those of you who looked on the replay, that last penalty was for an incorrect ride-off. The player coming in hit the other player behind the saddle. I was just checking that with our umpires. That was the call before I told you what it was. So for incorrect ride-off, you've got to come in shoulder to shoulder, same speed, not too acute an angle. That wasn't the case there. 5B in favour of STL. Time wasting is in their favour. Incoming is Terrera. He challenges Ed Banarive. Now he sends it forward. Enteramano, the pony that Banarive's on. Ashraf Yahya. Oh, that was unfortunate. Came off his pony. Coming in there is going to be Manu Crespo. Chris Mackenzie takes a shot at goal. Now, did he come underneath the swing? Did Chris Mackenzie spin on a sixpence? That will be the call. The umpires will have to make a decision. Crucial call. Very, very important. Let's look at it on the replay. Here we come. Spinning around. Coming through. So umpire Tarquin Southwell and Roddy Matthews have said that the possession, Black had the right of way. It was stolen by Chris Mackenzie. He didn't have the opportunity to make the play. Therefore, there was nothing wrong with Manu Crespo just sneaking into that swing. Penalty for then. Looks like Crespo, he's either back on Jeep or Romano. I think that is Romano that he's on again. Romano's playing now 3 times today. There's the big backhand from Chris Mackenzie, and here comes Ed Banarive. Banarive checks. Terrera comes in, rides him out. Banarive is being forced to take the corner. He goes down there to collect a glass of champagne from Veuve Clicquot. Coming through now, it still will be the team. Ed Banarive has possession. He takes it forward. Banarive fires it up there to the front door. Where's it gone? Incoming is Ashraf Yahya. Chris Mackenzie steals it off it. Oh, my word. Turning play. Mackenzie comes in. Whistle had gone but first. Now, they're giving the goal and they're blowing a penalty 1 for dangerous play. So the goal stands, and that's not what Lagos A1 Shoreline wanted. Up goes number 9. They open up a 3-goal advantage. Penalty 1, dangerous or deliberate play to save a certain goal. We restart with a penalty 5B. So, it's possible. 2 minutes to go, 3 goals to run. In the Open Cup final last week, this was the margin at the time. No, there were 2 goals, sorry, I beg your pardon. There were 2 goals separating the teams with 1 minute and 50 seconds. They scored 3 from a losing position, and SDL went down. So it is possible, but it's pretty difficult. I've said it before. At this point, it's like trying to climb Mount Everest with the crampons on. In 20 seconds, it'll be like without your crampons. Possible, but difficult. Banarive. Challenged by the primary, Manu Crespo. Banarive sends that one down to the right. Coming in there will be Ashraf Yahya. Now he's got to get a wiggle on. There's time against them. He can't afford to waste time. He comes around the corner. Behind him he's got Terrera. Terrera comes in. It's all a little bit of a huddle. Who's got it? The whistle has gone, I believe. Yes, it has. Whistle is gone. 1.5 minutes to run. Who will it go in favour of? Watch it down there. There's Yahya. Turns the corner. Coming in, Mackenzie's there. Terrera comes in. What are they giving? And the penalty has gone, unfortunately, to Lagos SDL, Lagos A1 Shoreline. This is not what they wanted. It's 60 yards out, free hit, defended goal. Last week, Lagos SDL went down in the Open Cup, Chapel Hill Denham Open Cup final. 12 goals to 13. Last year, they went down in the Open Cup final. Rather, they won the Open Cup final, went down in the Majek. Here we go. Chris McKenzie takes the strike, launches it. Yes, it is. McKenzie makes double figures, and the team of Lagos STL move up to double figures, courtesy of Chris McKenzie. And I'm afraid Lagos A1 Shoreline are not going to overcome that with the amount of time left. In 2025, the Majekodunmi went to Abuja Rubicon when they beat Lagos STL 13-12. Looks like that result is reversed for this year's edition. And Dantala Ibrahim said, I'm not done, I'm going to take it a bit more. And it's Dantala Ibrahim taking it down the field. In comes Yassine Amusan again. Did I hear a whistle? I think I heard a whistle. Yes, there was. Yassine didn't have quite enough room. Whistle did go. Ball is going to be placed down. So they've been feeding Yassine all the way. Or are they giving it? Hang on, I thought I heard a whistle. Just waiting for... So I understand the whistle went and the ball was struck after it. Therefore, that is why there's a penalty 5B. The reason for that is when the whistle is gone, the concentration of players is not as significant as it would be. Therefore, it's dangerous to hit the ball after the whistle. So the ball was hit after the whistle. Penalty 5B for dangerous play. This is the last run of chance for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline. Can they get one back? The primary, Mackenzie challenges Manu Crespo. Crespo takes it forward, sends it up to the front door. Incoming is Tunde Kareem. Can he get there? It's gone wide over the back line, out of play. Tick, tick of the clock. Time is winding down. But Independence Cup and Majekodunmi Cup for 2026 is going to belong to Lagos STL. And I'm quite sure John Horswell down there will be delighted. Coming in from the back line, it's going to be Ed Bannereve, brings it in. They're just playing for the consolation goals now as Bannereve takes it forward. In there, 30 seconds to run, up towards the halfway line. Who's going to be picking it up, coming through? Possession is taken by Crespo. Coming in, Crespo, challenged by Chris McKenzie. The whistle has gone again. So they're going to bring it to... After you see there coming in, takes it forward on the replay. Unfortunately, McKenzie challenged him, put his horse's head across the right of way. Penalty 2 for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline. And if they put this through, there won't be time, I think, to get back to the middle because there's only about 20 seconds remaining. It's an open goal attempt. It will be Manu Crespo who's going to take the strike. He comes in, he strikes it well. Did he strike it straight? Yes, he did. Number 7 goes up onto the board for the team of Lagos A1 Shoreline, and that will bring the curtain down on the Majekodunmi for 2026. There's not enough time for them to go back to the centre. There goes the final bell. Let's give them a big hand of applause to the end of this year's Majekodunmi final, and it belongs to the team of Lagos STL. The Independence Cup and Majekodunmi Cup for 2026 belong to Lagos STL. Congratulations to Dantala Ibrahim, Yassine Amasan, Chris McKenzie and Ed Bannereve. Well fought from Ashraf Yahya, Tunde Kareem, Guillermo Torreira and Manu Crespo. What a battle, what a fight. Thanks to GT Co for their sponsorship, also Brit Homes for their support and sponsorship. We will be having a presentation shortly out here in front of the clubhouse. We'll have the Verve Clicquot tent open later on. It's been a fantastic week number 2. We'll go to week number 3 starting on Tuesday, but for now we'll get ourselves ready for the presentation. Last year STL lost the MAJEKODUNMI. This year they lift it. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you to all our worldwide viewers. Look at the scenes of celebration there for Yasin and Chris. Everyone's going delighted. And for now, from Paragon, thank you for bringing this live from the heart of Ikoyi in Lagos Polo Club. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jamie. Congratulations once again goes to Lagos STL, and commiserations go to Lagos A1 Shoreline. So very shortly, we're going to commence the presentation ceremony. And for that purpose, we're going to kindly request the company of the president.
We're here for the first day, and it's been a really nice outcome so far.
So and we also respectfully request the company.
30, 40, 1, 2, 3. Adeyemo can top it up. Adeyemo, number 8 goal.
Congratulations to the tournament committee for putting everything together. A huge thank you to Lagos Polo Club and to all the sponsors for making this possible.
Bringing up the rear, we also request, respectfully, the company of Royal Highness of our Nefushi join the presentation ceremony in inclusion.
We're here for the first day, and it's been a really
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investments by the time they turn 65? I almost didn't believe it myself until Invest Niger showed me how.
Every Nigerian can be on their way to a comfortable retirement with zero worries.
Get started today by downloading the Invest Niger app. Invest Niger, are you in?
And one. After that, we're going to have the best disciplined player. After that, we're going to have the MVP. After that, we'll have
We are IHS Towers,
runners-up.
one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business.
Ceremony.
Hey friends, have you heard that every Nigerian can have 100 million naira in savings or investment?
We are IHS Towers, one of the world's largest operators and developers of shared telecommunications infrastructure. Independently owned with a portfolio of tens of thousands of towers across multiple markets, we are connecting people across Africa and Latin America. Engineering excellence is at the heart of our business.
Sponsors of the Chapel Hill Denim Open Cup. Arbeco, sponsors of the Low Cup. American Express, sponsors of the Silver Cup. Stratford Hill, sponsors of the Heritage Cup. Motor & Gill, sponsors of the Adidas Bojora Memorial Cup. National Social Investment Trust Fund, sponsors of the Governor's Cup. Mr. Hakim Murio Kuala, sponsors of the Upper of Lagos Cup. Optima Energy, sponsors of the Cancer Awareness Bowl. Brit Holmes, co-sponsors of the tournament. IHS, sponsors of the Sani Dangote Memorial Cup. Cardinal Stone and Snepco, co-sponsors of the Argentine Ambassadors Cup. MTN, sponsors of the Owen Cup. Bermuda Security, co-sponsors of the tournament, our preferred partners for beverages, obviously Verve Clicquot, Self-Assembly Furniture, SAF, official furniture partner of the tournament. We also recognize our other sponsors, Blue Chip Technologies Limited, Main Street Capital, and we also recognize our donors, Dangote Group of Companies, the Majekodunmi family, and Bono Energy. So once again, to all our sponsors, our patrons, thank you so much. Also, I've just been advised that we respectfully request the company of Captain Yene, Chairman of MPA, to join the presentation party in the enclosure. So Captain Yene, Chairman of MPA, please join the captain of the club, the president of the club, for the presentation ceremony. So can we have all the players, both teams, in your breeches and boots, please start making your way to the enclosure. All players in your breeches and boots, please start making your way to the presentation ceremony. Exciting socials later this evening. So the Verve Clicquot marquee to the right of the commentary box. All right, players, can we have the players please start making your way to the presentation enclosure? Players for both teams, please start making your way to the enclosure. Players for both teams, we have our dignitaries making their way to the enclosure. So players, please start making your way. STL and A1 Shoreline, please start making your way to the presentation enclosure. Yasin, the rest of your team, please start making your way to the enclosure, please, for the presentation ceremony. Team STL, please, we are waiting for you. Please start making your way to the presentation enclosure. Yasin and the rest of your team, please start making your way to the presentation enclosure. What more can you do?
Team STL, we are waiting for you. Lagos A1 Shoreline, make your way to the presentation enclosure immediately, please. STL A1 Shoreline.
Sorry? Should we go ahead with that? All right, while we're waiting for, whilst we are waiting for the players, we're going to start with the presentation for the best playing pony. The best playing pony is already in the enclosure. That horse is called Shisha. Played fantastically well. She played in the second and the fifth joker. Was ridden brilliantly by Chris Mackenzie. So the best playing pony goes to Shisha, and I believe she's owned by Yasin Amushan. And that presentation will be made by His Royal Highness himself, Oba Elegushi. Who's going to go on the podium? The horse? No, presenters. Who? Yeah. All right, so can our dignitaries move on top to the rostrum, please? led by the president of the club, the captain of the club. We also respectfully invite Mr. Shegun Agbaje, Mr. Akibo, Oprit Holmes, and Mr. Desmond Majekodunmi to please on the podium. Also, we'll be inviting.
Hello? Eh?
Usman, should we start? Should we start? There we go. Yes. Okay.
And who's MDP?
All right, can we just invite our dignitaries to go onto the podium?
Captain, to the podium, sir. Mercy, to the podium, sir.
Yes. So the next award is going to be for the most disciplined player. That presentation will be done by Mr. Ola Akimbo, MD of Britons. And the best, most disciplined player goes to Mr. Tunde Karim. Round of applause for Tunde Karim, most disciplined player. All right, next up, let's change the backdrop for the MVP. God, my phone is fucking up on me. What's that? Yes, you're right. Have a good. We're even talking on the field. All right, we're waiting for the backdrop for the MVP.
No backdrop, no backdrop, no backdrop. Just go ahead.
Can we just call him?
No backdrop, just call him. Yeah, just call him.
All right, the MVP is no other but the captain of the winning team, Mr. Yasin Amusha. Put your hands together for Yasin Amusha. Yeah, Yasin has just repeated the feat his father achieved successfully many, many years ago, following the footsteps of his father, and the most befitting winner of the MVP. So what's next? And that is proudly sponsored by SGI Couture. All right, next up, we're going to have presentation for our umpires. Should we get them on stage? Everybody? All right, can we have our dignitaries, please, move onto the stage, led by Mr. Shegun Agbaje, Ola Akibo, the captain of our club, MCD, MPA chairman, Captain Iyene, Mr. Desmond Majekodunmi, and Mr. Ola Akibo, MD of Brinos. All right, first up, shout out goes out to Mr. Roddy Matthews. Round of applause for Mr. Roddy Matthews. Yeah, very, very experienced players in their time and very, very experienced umpires. Yes, same name. Teams don't change. All right, next up is my very, very good friend, Mr. Tarquin Southwell. Put your hands together for Mr. Southwell. Fine, fine player in his time. A top-class umpire. Well-traveled, very experienced. And after this, we're going to have the presentation for the runners-up. And the runners-up will be presented with the Independence Cup. And that will be anchored by Mr. Ferrari. Yes, so you start with this one, the Oyinbos, then bring up Tune Karim last, the patron, right?
For the 2026 Independence Cup, the runners-up, Team Lagos A1 Shoreline. At number 1 is Ashraf Yahaya. The little general in the middle of the park. And the second man on the team is known about Guillermo Terrera. A round of applause. Let's put our hands together for him. Terrera.
They look very different without their hats on, don't they?
And ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the third man in that team, a 6-caller, Manuel Crespo. And the last but not the least, on the team, captain and patron, make welcome Tunde Karim. All right, let's have the Independent Cup properly. He has to go down and come back. The main cup, Independent Cup for the winners.
All right, winners. All right. So for the winners, first up, Ibrahim Dantala. Put your hands together for Ibrahim Dantala. Fine, fine player. He's won almost everything in the game. He's won the Open. He's now winning the... Next up, let's put our hands together, please, for Chris McKenzie. Put your hands for Chris McKenzie, please. Had a storming tournament, played in the Open, fine South African, been here many, many years, and worthy winners of the Majekodunmi Cup 2026. Next up, for the winning team, put your hands together, please, for Ed Banner. Put your hands together for Ed Banner, please. He didn't even recognize his name. All right, bringing up the rear, the captain of the team, the MVP of the match, Mr. Yes, now. Yasin Amusha. Put your hands together for Yasin Amusha. First, Abi, then Majek. All right, so we'll call the captain of STL. No, Shoreline. No, that's Majek. Is it not Independence Cup? Yes. Eh? They are the winners. Oh, both. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I thought it was them. All right, Yasin, you're gonna have to do a lap. Formal presentation of the Independence Cup. So we kindly call Mr. Yasin Amushan to come and get the presentation of the Independence Cup, the MVP of the match, and the captain of STL. You want to switch cups now? So we're going to call who now? All right, now, so we're going to request the runners-up for the former cup. So first up is Mr. Ashraf Yahaya. Put your hands together, please, for Mr. Ashraf Yahaya. Next up for his cup, I invite Guillermo Terrera. Put your hands together, please, for Guillermo Terrera. All right, next up, a veteran of playing polo in Nigeria, Manuel Crespo. Put your hands together for Manuel Crespo. All right. All right, next up, the patron, the captain of the Shoreline team, Mr. Tunde Karim. Put your hands together for Tunde Karim. So after this, we're going to have a few minutes break while we change the backdrop to reflect Majekodunmi Cup. STL. Commiserations once again goes to the A1 Shoreline team. I'm sure they'll be back in the future to make a game of it. And heavy congratulations once again goes to Lagos STL. I've announced already tonight we have socials activated in the Veuve Clicquot marquee. So if you've already got a ticket or you've been invited, please stay behind. Enjoy in the revelry, the legendary hospitality put together by Veuve Clicquot, the marquee to the right of the commentary box. For those of you into sports, the Super Bowl tonight, the pinnacle of the American football season, Super Bowl between the Seahawks and New England Patriots. The halftime show is Bad Bunny, so that's something to look forward to. All right, without further ado, presentations for the winners. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, first up for the winning team, Ibrahim Dantala. Put your hands together, please, for Ibrahim Dantala. Very, very experienced player. Won everything in the game domestically. The Open Cup, the Low Cup, now Majek. All right, next up, Chris McKenzie. Put your hands together again, please, for Chris McKenzie. I'm sure you'll all agree Chris has had a fine tournament, showed up in the Open, lost narrowly to the Art Hotel, and he has drawn blood, proud winner of the MAJEKODUNMI Cup. All right, next up, we'll call Ed Bannery. Round of applause for Ed Bannery, please. All right, next up is the MVP himself of the match, the captain of the SCL team. Put your hands together again, once again, for Mr. Yassin Amushan. Yeah, he's made a habit of winning. He's winning the biggest prize of the lot now. His father must be a very, very proud man, emulating the feats of his father many years ago. All right, Racing, you know the drill. You're going to do a lap of it. You're going to do another lap for the formal presentation of the cup. Give it to Captain now. Give it to Captain.
Yassin.
What?
Yassin.
Wait, just wait. Collect it at the back. Collect it at the back, yeah. So go and come back now.
And go and come back. Don't drop it. Don't go and drop it and go and come back.
All right, for the formal presentation of the cup itself, I once again invite the MVP of the match, the captain of the STL team, Yasin Amushan. Round of applause. Formal presentation of the prestigious MAJEKODUNMI Cup 2026. The MVP of the match, the captain of the team. All right, now we're going to have photographs with the winners and the runners-up sitting on the edge of the podium. So, can we have all the winners? So the winners will stand, and the runners-up will be sitting. All right, can we have the runners-up sitting on the edge, please? Well done, TK. Well done. I should have well done. So as we draw close to the end of the presentation ceremony, once again, we're going to say a big thank you to Mr. Segun Agbaje, CEO, for your long continued sponsorship, support of all things Polo. We're grateful for the business of Brit Homes. We're also most thankful for the MAJEKODUNMI family, represented by Mr. Desmond MAJEKODUNMI. We're also pleased to have amongst us the chairman of MPA, Captain Iene, patron of the Wilton Aviation team from Port Harcourt. And I guess at this junction, I think it's worthy to say a big thank you goes out and recognition of the team, the tournament committee, for putting together 2 weeks of. All right. Also, congratulations go to the patron of the STL team, Mr. Sheyi Tinubu. I don't think he's here, but I'm sure he's watching. So what next? All right. Be careful. Is there anything else after this? Anything else after this? Anything else? Anything else after this?
Just pictures, and then I spray them.
All righty. Yep. So we're fast coming to the end of the presentation ceremony. Like I said, hearty congratulations has to go to the tournament committee for putting this together. We also have the Low Week. The Low, proudly sponsored by Abico, commences on Tuesday, and the finale of the Low Cup will be Sunday next week. And there'll be curtains. All right, can we have our dignitaries? All right, thank you very much for our sponsors. Mr. Segun Agbaje, thank you so much. Mr. Akibo, so we're just going to have the champions on the podium. Thank you very much, Mr. Akibo. Thank you. What? All right, DJ. Champions. DJ.
Destiny, I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand this life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see?